What are the most durable bags in my collection? And hi, if you're new here, my name is Elaine, and on my channel I like to talk about bags from mid-range to vintage luxury. And today I'm doing a handbag tag thanks to Catherine R. And her video is linked down below. Her prompt was, what are the most durable bags in your collection? So without further ado, I picked 5 bags and I try to go across different brands. In my personal opinion, I think every brand sort of has their signature durable bag. They'll have like their delicate bags, maybe they'll have their exotics, they'll have their suede. But then I feel like the cornerstone of every bag brand is that they will have the workhorse, the one that's, tough as nails. And so without further ado, let's start with that one right here. So this is a very old Chanel, and as you can see, it is in caviar leather. I'm pretty sure this is not the washed caviar. It's really just a bag that's so old and so worn down that the caviar leather has really softened over time. I bought this one secondhand, of course, and as you can see, there is some scratching on here, but overall there's no corner wear. This bag was so beat up, came from Japan, so it was so beat up that the inside, the owner decided to fully Frankenstein it, and that is a brand new lining. When I bought it, I didn't realize it was that, and I was kind of disappointed, but I actually don't mind because I do like this worn look. For a Chanel, I feel like it's pretty chic. I also do like, this is sort of my favorite bag style right now, long handles, and I do appreciate this front pocket here that does have the turn lock clasp. Oh, interesting. Found a quarter and a fortune. A person is never too old to learn. Yes, that's great. Yeah, it's a very sturdy bag. Say what you will about, chain handles. I know it's not a favorite for a lot of people. It's not really a favorite of mine either, but I do think it helps with the durability of the bag because it protects the leather. Caviar, it is a coated leather. It's the, Chanel's characteristic coated leather. So any coated leather is gonna last more so than uncoated. The type of leather that's very natural and will, get scratches, stain easily. That would be on the other end of the durability scale. And speaking of coated leather, here we are with a Valextra mochi pouch, which is also a favorite of mine. I do like Valextra's signature leather. It's called Mille Punte. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but basically it is their version of coated leather. So it is, to me, a little bit more like Prada Saffiano, except slightly softer in a sense. This one, is still smushy even though it's a coated leather. I think Valextra overall, because their main line uses this coated leather material, it is very durable, also very lightweight. And then they take extra care to do their edging, leather edging really well with this very shiny material. If anything, on some of the older beat up Valextras I do see this leather edging starting to kind of have dents or pockmarks in there, and then because it is shiny, it will show. If you just wear a bag normally, you shouldn't have that sort of damage. In general, I am a big fan of Valextra. I think they're highly underrated. They produce a lot of durable bags. So next, oof, dusty. Guess that's what the dust bag's for. Next is my Celine, I think this is the Micro Nano. Yeah, Nano belt bag. This also showed up in Catherine's video, and I will agree. This is a very durable bag. I used the heck out of it. Ooh, it does have a stain here. I do need to clean it. Again, it is a coated leather. This is Celine's version of coated leather. Again, it does look a lot like caviar. It looks a lot like Mille Punte. Looks a lot like Epsom. All of those are gonna be your most durable bag, most water resistant, scratch resistant, unless you're really going at it with like a knife or something. When that happens, it's the hardest to repair because there's no way to like buff it out. But normal wear and tear, I do think coated leather is the way to go. If you wanna condition your coated leather bag, you can use apple leather conditioner, or I do also have a Saphir coated canvas lotion, which works well with coated leather bags. Don't want to use any sort of like heavy oil or waxy type of lotion or cream on coated leather because of the texture. And because it's coated, it won't absorb very well. So it's very thick. It's just going to sit, and then it's going to give your bag sort of like a greasy feeling. So just use whatever lotion sparingly, even if it's meant for coated canvas or coated leather. You want to use it sparingly. A heavy layer is definitely going to leave like a film on the bag. Anyways, that is my little spiel about coated leather bags. Next two are not coated. So this is my Fendi By the Way bag. And as you can see, it is not coated, but it is a sort of smooth bag. But it's mostly smooth leather. Yeah, no, this is very, very, very old. I picked this bag purely on the fact that it is the oldest bag in my collection. So I bought this, I want to say like 2016, 17 from Blue Fly. This was also my pandemic bag because inside there's compartments, and so I could separate out what I touched, what I didn't touch. So I used this for over a year straight, did not switch out bags. This was the only bag that I used. And as you can see, it's held up really, really well. No corner wear. The leather is starting to look a little dry. I do moisturize it about once a year. I usually just use leather CPR just to keep it supple, keep it from cracking and drying out. So this smooth leather, you know, if you do maintain it, keep it in a somewhat, you know, dry condition, like not in a humid room or closet. If you do have a lot of humidity where you live, probably want to use a dehumidifier, but these types of leathers will last a very, very long time as long as you take care of it. And last but not least, can you guess what is going to be this last bag? I think you can. If you've watched any of my most used bag videos, you're going to be like, not this bag again, but has to be my puzzle bag, which is currently the most worn bag in my collection right now. I also do condition this once a year. I would say the leather is fairly comparable. They kind of look like the same, right? It must be just like a really high quality calf full grain leather. I think black also probably helps with durability. If it's like a lighter colored bag, I'm sure there would have been color transfer by now. But this has gone through a lot. It's gone through rain. It did get soaked once in Portland, which was unfortunate, and it did kind of soften the bag in general. Dried it out, luckily no mold or anything like that. And of course I take it on basically every single trip that I go on. It's looking really good. Again, I do moisturize it once a year at least. Not the handle, but everything else on this body. And then, yeah, I have to give it up to Loewe. They do make great quality bags. Construction is impeccable, and leather choice is also really good. I got this one in 2018, 19. From Matches Fashion. When I talked about fakes, the puzzle is the most faked bag in Loewe, so you do have to be careful, especially I would say in the pebbled leather versions. These smooth leather versions tend to be less faked, I would say. I think because you can tell the quality of it when it's smooth leather. Pebble leather, you can kind of get away with it, I think, for a fake. But anyways, those are my 5 durable bags. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's a fair prompt for me because nowadays, at least, I'm switching out bags every couple of days. So 1, that's good for the bag, but 2, that's not going to show you really the true test of durability. Honestly, I should just stick to 1 and then use it for the whole year, and then you could really tell what the wear and tear is. Or actually nowadays, I've been renting a bag from Switch. Not sponsored, not gifted or anything. Those bags go through the ringer sometimes, especially the trendy ones. And then you can really tell the wear and tear. And I gotta say, the worst one out of the bunch was a Bottega Veneta Andiamo. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I kindly ask that you give it a like down below. Maybe you've seen some of my other videos in the past. If you could subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.